right, shalom, shalom. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father, same God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the Paleo Hebrew, the San Kahalayim, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Hawakakadash. Double honor to the elder apostle GMS, rule well, shalom to my elder Harwan of the Lansing Camp, down here in Jacksonville, Florida. Shalom to all the acronyms out there pushing the word in all truth and sincerity. Just making a quick video here. Lord willing, through the Spirit, somebody's edified, but just talking real quick about the bitter herbs. So for anybody who doesn't know, at the time of and all the Akim, the hopeful men of the elect, and this truth, understand, what the time of Passover is about. So that time is upon us, right now. And one of the things that goes along with that is, of course, roasting the lamb with fire, but at the same time, you taking of the bitter herbs. All right, and the bitter herbs is supposed to represent, the captivity and the hardships that we are to endure, and that we endured in Egypt, and of course that we endure even now today. Okay, because the Passover is, to be reverenced from generation to generation. Okay, according to the scriptures. All right. And then when you get into the bitter herbs, that's part of it. And of course, you can find this and recounted in the book of Exodus, chapter 12. All right, it talks about the Passover. It also talks about it in Numbers as well. All right, and throughout the Torah. Okay, so you can find this in the in the first 5 books. All right, starting with Exodus. So you have to take of the bitter herbs, and this thing is supposed to bring to memory the hardships that we gotta endure. And what are some of those hardships? Just in this captivity alone, you can go back a few centuries. Shit, not even a few centuries. You can go back 1 century, 50 years even, and you're talking about hardcore slavery, chattel slavery. Okay, which wasn't completely done away with until the 1980s. You had places in Mississippi that still authorized slavery in the form that we know it to be, the hardcore bondage. All right, and of course it still takes place in other parts of the globe. All right, some of the children of Israel are amongst those that have to endure that, but for the most part, we don't endure that, anymore. Now it's a different form. All right, it's economic. All right, and the worst kind of psychological. All right, but physically, we are still in the land of our captors. Okay, this place was not, this place was not a place of captivity to all the children of Israel. There were some that were over here before the actual conquistadors, we want to call them that, Europeans. All right, but let's just call them what they are, Edomites, children of Esau, according to the scriptures. Before they came over here, there were children of Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, already in this land. But even they had to endure, all right, especially the Gadites. Even they had to endure once that troop came. Okay, and then they were forced into bondage as well, according to the scriptures. And again, for many children of Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, this is, point blank period, the land of their captivity. They were brought over here upon cargo slave ships during the time of the transatlantic slave trade. All right, straight fact. And they were brought here to serve out bondage. which was all done, according to prophecy. It was all done according to prophecy. The Most High said it would happen because of the way our people went off in times past. Very rebellious, serving other idols. Okay. But it didn't have to be as bad as it was, or it didn't have to be as bad as Esau, the so-called WHITE man, made it to be. All right, when he was caught touching the apple of the Lord's eye. So anyway, going back to the point, that's what the bitter herbs is to represent. And not just the hardcore slavery and bondage, again, in the physical sense, but also psychological, economical, all right, sociological. I mean, everything we endure in this place, man. All right, first fired, last hired. All right, homelessness. All right, fatherlessness. All right, motherless homes. No love amongst our own people. Okay. From the family and from just, people you associate with, of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. We have no love amongst one another. All right. The only place you'll find love is amongst the men of the Lord, the hopeful elect, in this truth. Okay, that's the only true love you'll find amongst Israel. All right. The men, women, and children of the hopeful elect, 1/3. That's the only place you'll find true love in this place amongst you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. Everybody else don't have no love for you amongst your own people, the 2/3, and definitely the damn heathen. Okay, you're always walking around with a target on your back. Okay, according to the scriptures, these people hold themselves not guilty when they slay you in the streets. Okay, so there's a whole lot of things that we endure in the land of our captivity, man. All right, in the land of our bondage, amongst these other nations. All right, that we were sent to according to prophecy. All right, Yahweh had to do a number on us until we be destroyed, as the scriptures say, because our people just didn't get it. All right, and our people don't get it even until this day. So it's a very bitter existence that we have. All right, taxes. Every time you turn around, there's a tax. All right, that we have to pay out to Caesar, to this government. So you got taxes. You got a lot of brothers have to deal with child support. Okay, the wicked system of child support, going through dumbass, court-appointed divorces. Okay, or court-appointed, child enforcement laws. Or should I say child payment enforcement laws. All right, so all these different things, you paying taxes out the wazoo for your job. You know what I'm saying? Paying taxes like crazy for the job. It's just every time you turn around, there's something else you gotta you gotta pay. You got property tax. If you own property, which could be anything as simple as a vehicle, you gotta pay property tax on that. I mean, just all sorts of financial loopholes you gotta jump through in this place. To the point where you get paid. You work. You work again, which goes back to the bondage. As the saying goes, like a Hebrew slave. All right. Where did they get that saying from? Because people understand that you know, that the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the true children of Israel. All right. That term, working like a Hebrew slave, is only really applied to Jake. You know, and so you have to endure that in this place. You have to work like that so-called Hebrew slave, and then the wages that you make, you don't even get to enjoy. Now, what is this clown doing? You know, even in this time, you know, even in this time, it's like even in this moment, I'll say, you know, just driving. That's a chore, you know. So say you wanna purchase a vehicle, man. Hey, look, you purchase a vehicle. It's just a tool. It's just a tool to get from point A to point B. They can put all the bells and whistles on it they want, man, but it's just a tool, and it's a tool that you can't truly enjoy. Once again, there's nothing you can really truly enjoy in this place because it's all damn bondage, man. At the end of the day, you think about everything you really want to enjoy in this place. It's all bondage. You know, you can't truly enjoy it. You do one thing, and before you know it, you got to get snapped back to reality. Okay, you want to take a walk in the park. You know, take a walk in the park, enjoy it as much as you can. But hey, listen, the reality of it is that this place is damn hardcore bondage, man, and slavery. So you're not really going to truly get to enjoy anything in this place, man. So it's all bitter. It's all bitter. Okay. So as we're taking, you know, going through the different motions of Passover, rehearsing the righteous acts. All right. Okay, and doing this thing, we have to remember the purpose behind it. All right. You know, the first reason that we do it is simply because the Most High Yahweh Shema Hashai has told us to do these things. All right, that's first and foremost. All right, but it was for a reason. You have to understand that reason. You can find that reason in the scriptures. Okay, but you have to recall these things to memory. All right, what are the bitter herbs? What are the bitter herbs for? All right, what's the purpose? All right. What's the purpose of roasting the lamb with fire? What does the lamb represent? All right, Paschal lamb, right, as they call it. That lamb, all right, represents Yahweh Shai. Okay. Okay. Who was made as a sacrifice for the remission of sin of the Israelites, okay? Of the Israelites. Only the Israelites. All right? Not everybody. Not all these other nations. All right? Just the children of Israel. All right? And only the 1/3 are going to receive the salvation because of that because of that sacrifice. All right? Because 2/3 spit on it, you know, spit on that whole thing, man, you know, and don't bear it in mind. Okay, so yeah, I'm not gonna make this real long. You know, gotta meet up with the Akim at this point. So I'm gonna hop off here, but you know, Lord willing, somebody was edified. Again, you know, just gotta recall, you know, what the bitter herbs represent. You know, a lot of times, it's always discussed about what the what the lamb represents, which everybody's aware, especially the Akim, the hopeful elect, you know, men in this truth, definitely understand, have a great understanding of what the lamb represents and what the bitter herbs represent. All right, but this is for anybody that's watching, you know what I'm saying, that may not may not understand, or, you know, again, just bear it in mind, you know, as the Spirit moves amongst, you know, amongst the hopeful elect, man. You know, this is something that I was meditating on, because every time you turn around, again, it's something, man. It's something. This place is again, it's bitter as hell. It's bitter as hell. There's really no. I mean, you would really have to eat you know, bitter herbs for the rest of your life in this damn place to get some sort of true you know, true feeling of what this captivity is like, man. I mean, it's like that, you know what I'm saying? But as we, you know, as we go through the acts again, rehearsing the righteous acts, that's what we got to keep in mind for this, you know, for this time that's upon us right now. So anyway, not to be too wordy and long-winded. All right, that I'm gonna say shalom.